James is out there with Anthony Davis. Then it's Thompson, and it's Jordan in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Now here's McHale. Johnson outside. Three-pointer, Bird. That one falls, coming off Johnson's feed. Bird's got 5 points so far.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Chicago shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. And that one falls for Anthony Davis.
At the line, Anthony.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. So it's Boston now. It's an 18-point game. Johnson kicks to Bird. Back to Johnson. Feeds to Parrish. Trying to find Bird. He's got it now. Fires from 18. McHale can't get it to go.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
For Chicago, they have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight. Here's Johnson. He has 6.
Timeout call.
Timeout. Start it.
Now a timeout called by Boston. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Jordan against Parrish. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
And you know what? His mind's playing tricks on him right now because he's not going to live that one down easily. I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
Chicago leading by 20. Outside Kidd. Thompson in the corner. To the middle. Here's Davis. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Johnson outside. There's a screen by McHale. Clock at 6. Parrish with the screen on James. And it's Bird missing.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number 1, this game is out of hand.
Exactly, Clark. Their lead is not surprising given their advantage on the backboard. And it's all one-way traffic tonight. Boy, they have been lights out offensively.
And there's no telling how big that lead's going to get. But, again, it's just one game, but nonetheless a very impressive one, the way they've handled their business here.
Now here's Jordan. Following the miss by Larry Bird. Jordan the pass to LeBron. Davis kicks to Jordan. Pass to Kidd. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Johnson up top. He's covered by Kidd. There's the pick. Johnson up top. 6 points for him. Here's Ainge. Boston, no good that time either.
Yeah, the offense seems completely in disarray.
Exactly. But at the other end, it's one bucket after the other. This run is getting out of hand right now.
Johnson outside. The dish to Bird. They need this. Boston, no good that time either.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Left side, Davis. And that one is stuffed right through.
And as they continue to just dominate this game, you have to wonder how much can they win by?
Well, it's on the verge of getting out of hand, Greg. You can feel it. You can see it. in part because the defense has been about as good as the offense, and both have been really good.
That mid-range jumper is just another one of his weapons.
James right side. Outside Jordan. To the middle. Lets it go. McHale with some nice D. So it's Boston now. Ainge dishes to Bird. Johnson kicks to Bird. Back to Johnson. Now the feed to McHale. Tries from 10. Chicago grabs the miss. Jordan's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Tim Duncan, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. And it's Jimmy Butler coming in for James. Walton's checked in for Boston.
That's what I like, a nice, strong finish inside.
That's what he does. He's got that dunker mentality.
My goodness, physicality personified right there. Able to just go up and finish over the biggest defenders.
Now here's Bird. He has 7. And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Ainge, the pass to Walton. Back to Ainge. Dennis Johnson on the wing. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Here's Chicago. They're on a 20-5 run here. And Butler, here we go. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. They get a hand on it. And again, it's Tim Duncan. Duncan's got 4 this quarter.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Johnson outside. Takes a 3. Again, Johnson missing. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. On the floor for Boston. Walton is out there with Jones. Then there's Seasting. Then it's Vincent. And it's Wedman in at the 3 slot. Now here's Rose. Drops in the layup for 2. Rose has got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Chicago.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Here's Duncan. And finished off by Rose.
And how's that for some ups coming from that one?
Well, he is a rarity among NBA point guards in his ability to elevate.
Yeah, his athletic ability, guys, is really what takes him a notch above most players at his position.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Here's Vincent. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2.
Ooh, tough layup with the guy right on him. He can be a hard player to handle at times.
And Drummond kicks to Duncan. And that one's good.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
That's good. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Out to Anthony. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
That one was solid. There's a big difference in the field goal percentages between these two teams here in the second half.
And, Greg, that difference has come about because we've got one team moving crisply, getting good shots, and the other is just kind of stagnant.
Oh!
That's how he makes his presence felt.
And we see him do it time and again. He is a special talent.
Sure is.
And guys, as important as it is to go out and compete. Let's not forget the entertainment element of this game. What an unreal finisher.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia.
Fellas, that's been a go-to shot for him today.
Yeah, and they found that sweet spot in the defense, and it's right between the paint and the three-point line, and boy, have they been rock solid.
And Duncan throws it down hard.
Ouch. Unbelievable jam from a player who's given us more than his share of great ones in his time.
You're right, Greg. Defense, Clark, was nothing but an afterthought on that drive to the hoop.
Well, I don't think anybody wanted to be the guy at the end of the wrong side on that poster.
And George kicks to Rose.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, as cool as can be, Clark. Great focus and efficiency. That's how they built this lead.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Chicago.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
Well, you've also got to love how aggressively they've taken that ball to the basket and scored off dribble penetration.
Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Chicago. Wall comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Seasting passes to Walton. 5 on the clock. Screen by Walton. Seasting. And it's sent back by Drummond. Here's Wall.
Now, I would say that's a special occasion for a slam right there,
Well, what
Kevin.
kind of occasion are you talking about? Why was he saving that one? My goodness.
Guys, I'm so glad I was here to witness that with you guys.
To the inside. Intercepted. One-on-one fast break. Wedman can't get it to go. Excellent D there from George. For 3. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Nowitzki.
Seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
And George kicks to Wall. George dishes the Wall. Rose gets a wide open look. Another 3 for Chicago.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Pass to Vincent. Screen by Jones. Misses off the left iron.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Chicago.
But, Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out, Clark, this kind of punishment to
Well,
him.
you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Davis. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Rose passes to Nowitzki.
Foul. Bill Walton.
The first one falls. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for John Wall.
Dirk Nowitzki.
Nowitzki hits them both. 50 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And there's the pass to Vincent. Looking to end the drought. The shot is off. And it's Chicago the other way. Rose kicks to Drummond. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
Clear case here, partner, of saving their best for last. Quite a run.
Screen by Walton. Chicago grabs the miss.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Here's Rose. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Here's Vincent. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, they were clicking in every way. I mean, all cylinders go. No question about that. And once they pulled away, they didn't let up.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports.